I got to do something.
Okay, go for it.
Y'all ain't going to like it.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronsexual Confessions.
Again,
I have to, because
hell.
someone fed me a line of bullshit and I got to call him out.
So this is another one that found you?
Yep. I had a conversation with a Bronsexual.
What you mean?
And this Bronsexual said unto me,
oh God, hang on. I got it.
Quote, why aren't you blaming Steph Curry for ruining the league?
What?
I will say it again. Open it. Quote, if you can blame LeBron James for ruining the league, why can't you blame Steph Curry or Kobe Bryant or anybody like that for ruining the league?
Because they didn't ruin the league.
Close quote.
Because they didn't ruin the league.
Before I go in, there's this.
This moment of Bronsexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic Bronsexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YO-KANG. Real LJPM. Now approve all this.
I explained to him in a simple sentence, when it comes to Stephen Curry, he didn't ruin the league. He was just smart. Why? And y'all have heard me say this for 16 seasons.
He took an anomaly
and turned it into a weapon. Period.
And then Kerr
took that weapon and turned it into a strategy.
Yes.
And everybody in the league, every team in the league is now averaging at least 20 three-point attempts per game. An anomaly into a weapon. He does acknowledge to a point that Michael Jordan laid the foundation for Kobe Bryant. Okay. And he also said to me, if you're taking shots the way Stephen Curry is taking shots, you're going to get benched. Yeah, you were going to get benched because you can't hit them. You were going to get benched because you thought you could try it. Now, I understand he played basketball. He didn't make it to the highest level, and he's also coached basketball. And he had everybody, this is according to him, tell him to review the tape. And he said, I reviewed the tape. Bullshit. Because if you reviewed the tape, you would see how their foundations came to be. If you would have reviewed the tape, you would have seen and watched and paid attention to how their foundations was formed. Oh, by the way, when it comes to Stephen Curry, who's his dad? Del Curry.
Yep.
One of the greatest shooters in NBA history. He spent 16 years in the league. Okay? Doing the same thing that Steph does now. All Steph did was turn it into a bigger weapon. A front-faced weapon.
Yep.
Here's what I don't understand is how does shooting 3-point shots ruin a game? I mean, granted, yeah, if you start shooting a whole bunch of them and not hitting, yeah, that could cause a problem. That doesn't ruin the game. That's like saying like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar ruined the game by creating a skyhook.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar took a rule against him and created a move for him.
Yes.
An anomaly into a weapon. Let's go down the list of players that took anomalies and turned them into weapons. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar developed the skyhook out of an anomaly that is very rare. He wasn't allowed to dunk because he was taller than everybody. So Kareem said, okay, watch this. Julius Erving, Dr. J. The anomaly against him, big hands, which ain't much of an anomaly as I get to Michael Jordan in a minute. So he skies above everybody. Magic Johnson, abnormal point guard. I mean that physically at 6'9". So what does Magic do? Sees the court better, sees it faster. Once upon a time, the all-time assist leader. How about that? Michael Jordan didn't have a jump shot when he came into the league. Everybody acknowledges that. So what does Mike do? He took one of his anomalies and turned it into a weapon. And LeBron, I hope you're listening. A jump shot.
The fadeaway could be considered an anomaly.
Fadeaway is the second most indefensible shot in NBA history outside of the sky hook. Wilt Chamberlain towered above everybody. Couldn't camp in the lane, so they widened the lane. So Wilt says, okay. So he learned the art of rebounding. Dennis Rodman. There was never a rebounding madman until Dennis Rodman showed up. And the thing is, two of the greatest coaches in NBA history, Chuck Daly, Phil Jackson, encouraged him to do it. Mm-hmm. Kobe Bean Bryant didn't have enough strength in his legs to hit jump shots. What does Kobe Bryant do with this anomaly? He hits the gym. Mm-hmm. And turned his lack of jump shots into a weapon, which gained him 5 NBA championships. And now you have Wardell Stephen Curry II, part of one of my favorite duos, the Splash Brothers. And Steve Kerr, I applaud you for recognizing the weapons that you have and making a strategy out of it. So I asked this question to this particular Bronsexual. What is LeBron's signature move? Oh, let me answer that for you. He hasn't got any.
There is none.
Nope.
What is LeBron's signature moment? Let me answer that for you. Oh, wait, I can't answer that for you. He walked off the floor during an overtime game when time was running out and his team was down by 6 like the coward he is. Thank you, Victor Locke, for showing me that clip. Mm-hmm. Oh, Blake, you're late. Many players before Paul Pierce had the ability to take contact and not be fazed by it. Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Bill Laimbeer, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. Do I need to go on? James Worthy, Bob McAdoo. Do I need to go on?
Dennis Rodman,
David Robinson, Tim Duncan,
Patrick Ewing.
Oh,
Charles Barkley.
Patrick Ewing delivered the contact. What are you talking about?
Like I said, Charles Barkley.
Karl Malone.
Allen the Answer Iverson.
But
Iverson
Paul Pierce also continued that line, though.
He continued the line. Yes, he continued the line. And I know the only reason, and I'm joking around with Blake, that he wants Paul Pierce in the conversation is because he played at Kansas. Sorry, Blake. No soup for you.
Well, that's why he's a Joel Embiid fan. But as we all know, the reason why the 76ers have problems.
Yes, Joel, it is you bum.
Yeah, bitch.
Anyway, did all that to say this. To this particular Bronsexual that I actually respect. Give me this camera.
Okay. Take it.
I actually respect this Bronsexual, but I also attach this. And he's begged me to come on this show to talk about LeBron and his supposed greatness. You don't want this work. Matter of fact, I'm calling you out. You're afraid to get this work. You hear those sirens in the background? They're coming to get you. They're coming to get you. And they're coming to get you because you know you don't want this work. Now, I do not include him in my next statement. Take the camera back.
Okay.
Matter of fact, no, leave it.
Okay.
I take this particular Bronsexual out of my next statement because he is a friend. I include him in saying you don't want this work, but I take him out and saying, get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying.
Hang tight. Dear Bronsexuals, you.
personal
Dear
foul,
Bronsexuals who think you can
conduct.
challenge me on basketball knowledge, though you have none. F you. Dear Facebook for putting Bronsexuals on. F you. Dear all networks for putting LeBron on and the Bronsexuals and shoving them down our face and up our and down our throats and up our asses for 22 years. F you, and a whole lot of you. Why? Because yes, LeBron, it is you. It has always been you. It always will be you, forever and ever. Amen. Now, as I said a moment ago, get the hell out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of the Bronsexual Confessions.
Oh, and in case you don't know, Joel Embiid is worse than DJ Moore.
Yeah.
Oh, question from Callie Greenshield. She was talking about a question. Does Caitlyn want to be the face of the league?
No, but unfortunately, she doesn't have a choice. And it's unfortunate because all she does is play a great brand of old school basketball. There's your answer, Callie. It's not the fact that she wants to be the face of the league. It's the fact that she doesn't have a choice.
Right.
And because of her play, Michael Jordan, you think he wanted to be the face of the league just because he plays basketball and plays it at a superior level?
Well, look at the two before.
Think about the commercial he did in 1993 that was filmed at Rosemont Horizon. What if I was just a basketball player? Can you imagine it? I can. For those of you who don't believe that commercial actually exists, look it up.
Like I said, look at the two before Michael.
Magic and Larry. All they were doing was having fun and setting records and facing each other in the World Championship Series. 3 times in 5 years. 84, 85, 3 times in 4 years, I beg your pardon. 84, 85, and 87. Magic won 2 before they faced each other in 1984. Larry won 2 also in the midst of them facing each other. Bird won in 81 and 86. Magic won in 80 and 82. But oh yeah, I'm a black man that's not supposed to know all this about basketball. I'm a black man that's not supposed to be a nerd when it comes to sports. I'm a black man that's not supposed to sound like this, aka my hero, the late great Jim Durham, when it comes to announcing sports. Yes, that was all that was said to me yesterday. Now I'll say it once again to all those who said that to me but don't know me. Get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
Again with that?
Hit the button, will you?
Damn it.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned.
By the way, all you thirsty ass that want to make sure that I don't too fast get a job in the industry because I actually created one. You, and all y'all. You're the ones that didn't believe in me, so I continue to strive and I continue to succeed. And I turned that I into a we because I got the dog behind me. I got Dietz. I got Victor Locke. I got Callie Greenshields in the chat. Blake Hammock in the chat. I got a lot of people behind me. And I stand behind them in their achievements also. Now get the ever-loving out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of the Bronsexual Confession.